and we're here for SIPPS Challenge lesson number 21. The first part of our lesson, as always, is that we're going to go over some spelling sound relationships. We've seen these, so they should look familiar to you, okay? All right, our first spelling sound relationship is E-E, and when two E's are together, they say E. So ready? As in tree or three. Ready? Read. E. Again. E. Great job. All right. These two letters, E and A, when they are together, they also say the sound E. Ready? Read. Again. Good. All right. Now, when the C is before the letter E, it says S, as in cent or century. Good. So I see we're going to say S. Read. S. Good. When the C is before the letter I, it also says S. It's what's called a soft C. So it says S, as in city. Read. S. Good. Again. S. Great job. All right. Our last spelling sound relationship is also the soft C. When a C comes before the letter Y, it is also the S sound, as in bicycle. Ready? S. Your turn. Good. All right. Now we are going to read words and syllables. Miss Vanessa has highlighted some of the things we've just practiced, so you're ready. Are you ready? We're going to start on this side. EA says E. Ready? Think. Read. Heal. That's the heal that when you're sick or hurt and you heal, you get better. Good. This is an A and an E at the end, which means that the A is long. Ready? Think. Read. Wave. CK says K. Ready? Think. Read. Peck. Two E's together say E. Think. Read. Peak. Great job. All right, over here, these are syllables. So they are not real words. They also have our patterns. Ready? Two E says E. Ready? Think. Read. Tear. Think. Read. Ache. EA says E. Think. Read. Eeg. Think. Read. Dead. Good. Last one. Think. Read. Bee. Great job. All right, so we are going to start practicing a new skill. Before we were doing syllabic transformations, which is where I would change letters and the order of the letters in order for us to read the syllables differently. Sometimes they were long vowels and sometimes they were short. All right, now what we're going to do is you're going to see how when we add what are called prefixes and suffixes, beginning parts and ending parts to words, that changes their meaning. It changes what they mean, and it changes how we use them. All right, so our first example is this word. All right, this word is differ. Differ, okay? For example, these stories differ. They are not the same. Differ. Now, if I add to that word differ, if I add the ending ENT, it becomes different. Okay, so for example, these stories are different. One of them is a collection of poems. The other is a book. Okay, so if I add another ending or suffix to the word different, and I add ly, when you add ly, lee, to the end of words, what it does is it makes it what's called an adjective or a describing word. So these stories were written differently. It is common for authors to write stories differently. Okay? So here's our root word. This is the word we started with, and we changed it in two different ways to change what it means and how we use it when we use it in a sentence. All right, we're going to do that with one more word. Our root word is this word, expect. Expect. I expect my students to be paying attention. Expect. Okay. If I add this to the word expect, if I add an ed at the end, the word becomes expected. Expected. When you add an ed at the end, it changes the word to what's called past tense. It already happened. I expected to see 10 students in my Zoom meeting. Expected. It already happened. It's in the past. Or you're talking about a day in the past or a time in the past. All right. If I add what's called a prefix or a beginning part to the word expect, there's my prefix, unexpected. There's expected. Un means not. So now the word becomes not expected, unexpected. We had an unexpected visitor in our meeting. So it was a visitor we did not expect. All right, now I'm going to add one more thing. Unexpectedly. Now remember, when I add ly, it is a describing word. ly becomes a describing word. So it unexpectedly started to rain. So it's something happening now, and it's a way to describe what's happening as being an unexpected thing. Unexpectedly. All right, my friends, we will be working with these word changes in our lessons to come. All right, let's move on to our next piece. Our next piece is our sight syllables. This is a new sight syllable. The syllable is ibble. Read, ibble, as in possible and collectible. All right, this is ubble. Read, ubble, good, as in probable and preventable. Okay, something that's able to be done or likely to happen. All right, those are both suffixes. Suffixes. This is also can also be seen as a suffix, the end of a word. Ear, read, ear, good, as in engineer or volunteer. It's usually used when you're talking about people. All right, this is from last lesson. Graph, which means to write. Graph, as in photograph. All right, this is a prefix or the beginning of words. It can be put at the beginning of words. It is non. Read, non. Good, as in nonsense or something that does not make sense. It means not. All right, this is another prefix, can be put at the beginning of words. Prob. Again, prob, as in problem. All right, we're going to go ahead and read these words by syllable. Okay, let's start with this one. I see two E's here, so we know it says E, and I also see this irregular sight syllable here. All right, ready? Knee, dull, good. Needle. Read. Re, there's the EA, so it also says E. Ready? Peat, repeat. Let's read this one. Pos, si, that I is short. Bowl, possible. Ready? In, side, inside. Here's the EA. P, nut, peanut. I see an irregular sight syllable. This is shun. So con, track, shun. Put it together. Contraction. Contractions are when we put the apostrophes in words like didn't or couldn't or can't. Okay? Now, this one is a little tough. Okay? I'm going to help us start with the first syllable. The first syllable is actually ga. Ga. It's a schwa, so it's a little different. And this is Raj. Raj. The vowels aren't saying exactly what they would normally say. Garage. Put it together. Garage. Good. Now the S here makes a Z sound. So to EA says E. Ease. And then the Y by itself. E. Put it together. Easy. Good. All right. We're going to read these words together. All right, let's try this one. I'm going to put the dot here. Let's try this first syllable. Strug. Next syllable. Gull. Read. Struggle. Good. This next word. How many consonants between the vowels? There are 2. So we're going to go ahead and put the dot right here. All right. So we're going to read. Ready? Dentist. Put it together. Dentist. All right, let's try this one. This one's a little tough. All right, so first I'm going to put one dot here. And I also noticed that these 2 letters are together, the C and the E. And I know that that says S when I get there. I'm going to go ahead and put a dot here as well. Ready? In, na, scent. Put it together. Innocent. Good. Let's try this one. I'm going to go ahead and put the dot right here and see how we do. Okay, we're going to try it out. Ready? Os, trich. Put it together. Ostrich. Good. Now, we're going to try this one. I'm going to go ahead and put the dot here and we're going to try to read it. Ready? Let's read this. May. Let's go ahead and put this here. Jess. T. Majesty. I haven't heard that word before. Let's see if we can move this dot somewhere else. Let's see if we can put it after the consonant. All right, now let's try. Now the A says a. Madge. S. T. Put it together. Majesty. Like Her Majesty or His Majesty, a king or a queen. All right, great job, my friends. You are getting really good at this. All right, now we are going to do some guided spelling. So if you haven't gotten a piece of paper and a pencil, go ahead and get one now. You can always pause this video and come back when you've got your pencil and paper, and we're going to practice 3 words together, okay? All right, so the first word we're going to practice, we're going to write the word empty. Empty. The cup was empty. I drank all the water. Empty. So the first thing I hear in empty is emp. That's the first part I hear. And then I hear T. Now we have a few different ways to have an E sound at the end of words. Usually when you hear an E sound at the end of a word, it is spelled with a Y. So you're going to have empty, T-Y. E-M-P-T-Y, empty. Check your work. All right. The next word, we know this one. Candle, candle. Now I hear an irregular sight syllable. I hear dull. So we know how to end the word. Ready? Candle. What's the first part? Can. Good. And then dull. D-L-E. That's our irregular sight syllable, dull. Candle. Check your work. All right, last one. The last word is understand. Okay, so the first part of understand, I hear un, and then I hear der. Now I hear and we know is spelled with E-R, so der, D-E-R, der, under, and then stand, st, and, understand. Check your work. All right, friends, great job. Thank you for coming and listening to this lesson. I want you to do some more practicing and noticing when you see words that have beginnings and endings, prefixes and suffixes added to them to change their meaning. I want you to start looking in things that you're reading to see if you can spot words that change their meaning when there's a prefix or a suffix at the beginning or the end. Okay? That's what I want us to work on as we go forward with reading. Okay? Thank you so much. I will see you soon.